All right, we are live.
Are we?
Yep, we are.
Not live though, right?
Live.
Because we haven't synced our audio.
Yeah, let's sync it right now. All right, recording in 3, 2, 1.
That was so last second for me because it said recording in 1, 3, 2. I'm like, wait, recording or
Okay,
clapping?
3, 2, 1. There we go.
There we go.
We're good.
All right. Posting this really quick. $83. All right. Ready to get started, Anton?
Yep.
Where is my notes? Cool. All right. Welcome to episode 83. This episode 2OC we talk about 10-year-old eggs, Dan Trachtenberg the movie, and Anton talks about his Wick. I'm Al Flores.
And I'm Anton Duval.
Anton, how's your week been?
Not too bad. I had a family sister-in-law come over. She went to...
Sister-in-law now, yeah.
Yep, sister-in-law now. She went to a bachelorette party on Holy Ship.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, it's an event called Holy Ship. It's kind of like a EDC,
okay.
but on a ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds very millennial.
Yeah, very well. It's a common thing now to do like legal raves in different places and make them very professional, and you get
it's an event now. Yeah, raves. I think EDC was the one that really, I guess, legalized raves or made raves more mainstream.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different companies that are doing that now. So this is one of those.
I'm saying but before I think I've been saying EDC or Electronic Daisy Carnival.
Yeah,
that was like the first like I'm going to a rave. Here are tickets. You're like, wait, you're buying tickets on Ticketmaster for a rave?
It's one of the first mainstream ones. Yeah.
Because in the 90s, it was like a flyer, and you just showed up, and then if the cops showed up, you were gone.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I think it was because back in the days, a lot of the drugs were a little enforced. So
the drugs are still there, and the drugs are still enforced. It's just the event's legal now.
Yeah. So, anyways, after Holy Ship, she came here and hung out with us for a couple of days, and she brought her best friend with her, who's the one that's getting married.
Okay. We can't have the bachelorette party without the bachelorette.
Yeah. So they had 14 people, but then only a couple of them stayed with us for the weekend. But anyways,
a couple of them.
Yeah.
I thought it was only your sister-in-law coming over, because I really didn't hear that much chaos. Well, actually, I didn't hear any. Did we talk?
No, we haven't really talked.
We talked before, like the day before she came. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of stuff. We did a lot of stuff. I was.
You were chauffeuring, being DD, right?
We'll talk about that some other time.
All right.
All right, so let's get on with the show, dude. Unless
this is the show. You are the content, Anton. Go spit it.
Did you do anything else this weekend?
You know what? I did, and I'm blanking out now. But you know what? I'll just talk about what I'm going to do this coming weekend. I'm going to Knott's on Saturday.
So does Knott's have any new rides? Because it's been a while since I've been there, and it seems like they haven't done anything new.
I think it's been almost a decade since I've gone. And the last time I went, they had, I think Silver Bullet was still somewhat new. I don't know what else they've done.
Dude, Silver Bullet was like high school.
I know.
That's over a decade ago.
I know. And it's funny because it's literally down the street from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. Yeah, because my friend Juliet, she works for the county, so I think they're doing like this month county workers get in for free and they get to bring in 2 guests. So me and my girlfriend are going for it.
I think I've been there for like a couple of company picnics before.
That's usually what I hear when people go. It's either they have kids and they have the annual pass because it's cheaper than Disney, or they go for company events.
Yeah, and I remember the food is pretty good, dude.
Dude, the funnel cake. Oh, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
give me some funnel cake with some boysenberry. I'm good. Let's do this.
All right.
I don't know if you can see it on the time sheet, but I have a little guest on my shoulder. It's a little Groot.
I am Groot.
Yeah. Do they have? They should have these at Disney World.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think they have it at the Disney store, and also they have a Marvel store here too.
Really?
Yeah.
Like outside of Disney or in Disney?
It's at Disney Springs, and when you go inside, they sell a lot of little costume for the little kids to wear, but also they have some collectible stuff, kind of like what you have there.
Okay. No, this is like I'm so happy I found this before my pass expired. It's pretty much a little Groot with a magnetic beanbag butt, and they give you like a little like this extra little circle thing. It's pretty much just a piece of sheet metal wrapped in cloth. You put that under your clothes, and then he just like sticks to it. So no matter what I do, he doesn't fall off. So
it's like a really good earth magnet.
Yep. Well, I would say not that strong, but it's still strong enough that it's not going to fall off.
Yeah. I had a name tag before when I was working at this one event, and dude, it's so hard to get that thing off because it's so stuck to the name tag.
It's funny because they do the magnets so it doesn't ruin the shirts, but they're so hard, or like they're so strong that it still leaves like indents in your shirt.
Wow.
You still see the dents in it, but no, like this is not that bad. This is good. It's like barely strong enough to stick to a backpack, if anything.
That's cool. Hey, so this is a little early, but I'm just going to talk about it because I think this is something that you should check out. Okay. So I'm skipping a little ahead here, but then I think this is something we're talking about right now. So if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, so Alita, Battle Angel, they have this event thing called Passport to Iron City.
Okay.
So Passport to Iron City is an interactive experience from Alita, Battle Angel. This is the movie that is directed by Robert Rodriguez. And let me read to you this description of what this is all about. Have you ever dreamed of traveling to a futuristic dystopian world? Passport to Iron City is your ticket, transporting you to the universe of Alita Battle Angel from the visionary filmmaker James Cameron and Robert Rodriguez in real life. Passport to Iron City is the first of its kind experience, combining custom technology built for the retro future Alita aesthetic and highly detailed sets, which have been recreated down to the last detail by the film's award-winning production designers. Blah, 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 blah. So it's a fully immersive board game where you and your team are the game pieces. So this is something that really interests me because this is very different for a movie experience. I know that they had something in the past that we did see or hear about, which we did talk about on the show, was the Ready Player One experience up in LA.
Yeah. That what they're doing as promotion.
Yeah. So this is going to be in 3 different cities. It's going to be in Los Angeles, one in Austin, Texas, and also one in New York. So would you try this out?
Yeah, but I think I would do it after the movie would came out. Because I think right now it's still, while curious as I am, I don't know if I'd fully appreciate the detail if I don't know what to look for.
Okay, so this is a 12,000 square foot futuristic interactive playground. Transport you into another world unlike anything you've ever experienced. So there is something there that I'm kind of, I kind of want to go. They have a really cool bar, kind of like how Disney has their bar theme, whatever they have there, in Hollywood area. So when they had Tron, they would do like Tron bar. So in this case, they're doing Iron
Tron
City.
bar.
Yeah.
So it's promotional. There's not anything permanent about it.
But this is an actual event where you have to pay. So it's like $25, and right now it's $25. It's 55% off if you get it early.
Yeah. So they're trying to make sure that people aren't just going to be looky-loos and actually want to get the money up front.
Yeah. I think this is in the area where there's a lot of bars. So, yeah. Anyways, let's move on.
All right. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Where'd you say that was?
It's in LA. It's on 16th Street in Los Angeles.
Okay. So before the show started, or this episode we started recording, you wanted to talk about what was going on the internet.
Yes.
What exactly caught your eye this week, I guess?
There's two things that really caught my eye because I know this happened like about a week ago, but then it just got a little out of hand. The perfect egg. Someone created an account on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they created this challenge where they want to break the world record for the most likes. Because the person who has the most likes on Instagram is Kylie Jenner.
Yeah. That one I thought was stupid. Funny. I thought it was funny. Like, okay, cool. That's I appreciate the effort, the community support to upvote seemingly meaningless picture. Well, I mean, saying that word, I guess there's some social commentary there. But I think the part that annoys me about the whole thing is all the copycats. So there's a lot. There's a news story that I was looking at where there was a bombing, and there was this happened overseas. There was a bombing. There was but pretty much it was a terrorist attack. There was 3 gunmen, and pretty much the news just broke, and they were like, "Oh, we have confirmation that bomb went off. There's security camera footage of 3 terrorists going in there with automatic weapons, but they didn't know what was going on." People were commenting in there saying, "ABC News, that's cool, but maybe you should show me some support by upvoting my picture of," I think it was, I think it was a little chick, like chick with her, "to show that the chicken's better than the egg, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, okay, really? Like, you're literally copying what somebody did, and now you're trying to make it like you're just trying to piggyback off their popularity, and it's really annoying. There's no creativity there. And
there needs to be like a little bit of respect too. I mean,
and I did comment, dude, wrong place, wrong time. And then see, my comment got more likes than his comment. That's what I'm talking about it. But the other part that bugged me too was all the smack talk. Was, "Oh, Kylie Jenner ain't shit. This egg beat her." But I'm like, she's the most liked. So with this egg, she's the second most liked. Everybody else is still way below her. So all the smack talk you're directing towards her, you're directing towards yourself 1 billion times over.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, "Oh, your post only got 10 million likes, loser." Meanwhile, you look at yours. Oh, 100 likes.
So the egg currently has 47,960,444 likes, and the previous record was 18 million, and that
Okay.
was by Kylie Jenner. So this more than doubled. Yeah, this caught my eye because I mean this isn't really something worth talking about, but it's just so ridiculous.
It's dumb. I think yeah, like I was saying, the thing is, the thing is funny, but I don't think it's worth this much attention.
Yeah. So the
Uh,
second thing that is kind of like the thing right now
the
is
flavor,
the flavor, not of the week, but
yeah, the weekend.
weekend. It's
Yeah,
a 10-year challenge. I've seen people do this for the past week and a half already, but it's
yeah,
starting to take off because I guess more people are looking through their own photos and doing the 10
yeah.
year.
It got a bit of a resurgence with because I think some celebrities started doing it, so it kind of got a second view.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I did it because my circle started doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and looking at their pictures, I'm like, you know what? I do have good memories with that one, so I'm curious to see what I was doing 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was very bro-ish.
Yeah.
As I did it for the 2OC one, and as you can tell, I am wearing sunglasses at night. I think we went out to I think we went out to dinner for either your wife's birthday or something. We were out celebrating something.
Yeah. Yeah, we were.
Um, and yeah, that's you were laughing. I was being a douchebag with sunglasses at night. It was nice.
Yeah.
And then the picture I used for modern day was the picture of us doing the photo shoot for your for your wedding.
Yeah. I saw that. I actually liked that one.
Yeah, because you don't look as bad as I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that the 10-year one I don't see as a bad thing. I think it's kind of like, oh, cool. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it's a challenge. It's just a good look back.
Yeah.
Almost
Well,
like
you
flash.
do. Sometimes you do that all the time. You just go through your photos, from a while back, and just look at it. That's a 10-year
It's a
challenge. It's not even a
it's
challenge.
no, it's not. I think the
Yeah.
challenge was finding a picture uh of me actually facing the camera.
Mm-hmm.
There's another picture of me. I was at a friend's party, and I was just shit faced, and I was like, "Well, this was 9 years ago, so I can't use that."
Yeah.
10-year challenge. I'm gonna stick to that 10-year mark.
The picture that I chose, I didn't really post it anywhere, just family. The picture I chose is kind of edgy because it's in between 2018 and 2019, and that's the only picture with me and my wife Julie are
Okay.
in recently. So
Yeah, no, but I mean that's fun. It's
mhm.
fun. All right, Anton. What else have you been doing this week?
I've been playing this game called Brawl Stars. I don't know if you looked into it. It's from the same makers of what is it? Clash of Clans and Clash Royale.
Okay.
Supercell? Yeah, so
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
their new game. It's 3 versus 3. Depending on the game mode, sometimes you can play in teams of 2 and also single player.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very interesting because you get to choose a bunch of different characters, kind of like Overwatch and League of Legends or whatever. Every character has something different. You can have a guy that's throwing like poison, liquor. One guy doing like flamethrowers. You can have a person with shotgun. You can have luchador doing like fist fire or something. But
Sorry. Hold on. Can we go? Did you say poisoned liquor?
yeah, poison liquor. Like he throws it and it.
Are you sure it's not poison?
I don't know. Because the reason why I say poison liquor is because he lights
Don't
it
say he's
up
Irish.
and
Don't say he's Irish.
no, he's a robot. He's
No,
an
he's not
Irish
Irish.
robot.
You're like, no, he's not Irish. He's a Scotsman. All
Yeah.
right. Anyways, that just caught my
So,
attention.
anyways, it's very cool. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of Overwatch-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to sum it up and say what type of game it is, it's kind of like Overwatch, but with Clash Royale. You're working
Okay.
together as a team, and you're trying to use some strategy. And it's only good if you play with other people that you know
Mm-hmm.
and trust. So far, I'm just playing online against other players. So, yeah, you should check it out. It's really good.
Yeah. Check it out. As if I don't already have enough games to play.
Yeah. True.
I mean, just looking at this, I downloaded. Let me see here. Make sure I get the name right. The Power Rangers game.
Oh,
You know, well, I haven't even opened it up yet. I just downloaded it. I haven't played it. But I fell for the advertisement because you know why? It shows.
sorry. Yeah, it showed.
Oh, I was saying like you just blank stare there. No, it showed the original Power Rangers, like the Green Megazord, the Green Ranger, and stuff like that. So I'm like,
Mm,
oh, okay, they're throwing back
nice.
there.
That's cool.
However, I haven't had 10 play it. So I've had it on my phone for easily a week and a half.
Sometimes I do that too. I see an advertisement for something, and then I'm like, oh, I'm going to get back to it. But I never do.
Yeah, no, I end up deleting it.
Mhm.
All right. All right, Anton. I think even though we kind of touched on it already, let's get into news.
All right, news time.
All right, Anton. We were going to touch on that. What's going on with Uncharted?
Okay, so I'm a big fan of Uncharted. We talked about it in the show before.
Yes.
They had a director signed on to it. We got a couple of different actors like Tom Holland who signed on. So the news broke out that Dan Trachtenberg, our buddy from TRS, Totally Red Show, will be helming the Uncharted video game adaptation movie. So he's replacing Sean Levi, who had to depart the project because of scheduling conflicts. So
Sure.
yeah, I don't really know what he's working on, but I can't believe it's more important than Uncharted. So, so anyways, it stars Tom Holland. I think he's playing a young Nathan Drake. I don't know if this is a movie where they're going to start and base on when he's a little kid, or if this has like a little story at the very beginning where he's younger and then someone's playing the older version of him.
Well, just to give people a little background, the Uncharted, think of a male Lara Croft.
Okay, so Uncharted is based on a PlayStation video game series that followed adventures of a treasure hunter named Nathan Drake. And he's basically chasing around the world to find treasures from his ancestor, Francis Drake.
Mm-hmm.
So he runs into like a bunch of different crazy stuff, like zombies, pirate zombies. Oh, holy crap! I'm spoiling everything right now. But
way to go, Anton.
Actually, it's really confusing on what these things are because they're not supposed to be real. But yeah. Anyways, that's what it is. He's looking for treasure.
But you said nothing. I think that made more sense in your head than it did in real conversation.
I'm trying to sum up what the whole video game's about.
Yeah, anyways. You did an inward conversation and didn't really explain much. Right.
I'm half asleep right now, actually.
That's true. It is past midnight.
It is late, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. Anton, we've talked about Space Force before. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump announced that he wanted to make a new branch of the military where the sheer focus was protection of our assets in space. Didn't really clarify much beyond that besides the cool name and logo, Space Force.
I want to see the logo.
You didn't see it? We talked about it. Anyways, so Netflix, in cooperation with Steve Carell, said, well, Trump doesn't know what he wants Space Force to do, but maybe we can make a show about people who are trying to figure out what to make Space Force to do. So they didn't really give much besides a teaser. Literally, the background is just um, the Earth from orbit, some text explaining what Space Force background, and then the name Space Force.
Space Force.
Yeah, the idea is that Steve Carell is going to be playing a character who is part of Space Force and is developing the responsibility. So I'm assuming it's going to be a similar atmosphere to The Office.
This is legit. This is
a legit show.
It's greenlit.
Yes, it's already in production.
Holy crap!
It already got a full season order, so we might be seeing it before the end of the year.
Yeah.
But I was saying I imagine this is going to be kind of The Office, but like in a NASA setting.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Yeah, this is real life. This is real life, Anton.
That is crazy. I would never think that anyone would do that, but yeah, sure. I'm happy to see that.
I mean, even just the name Space Force, it sounds really sitcom-y, so
yeah,
why not? I mean, it's all fiction, but still.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Anton. Let's move on to our next segment, streaming. All right, Anton, what's going on?
All right, so this week I guess we only have one thing to talk about, which is Netflix.
Anton, your Asian is showing.
I know.
See, you can say it. I can't say it. If I say it, I'm a racist. If you say it, you're just playing around with your background.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we only have one thing to talk about, which is.
No, you're doing it on purpose to make you laugh.
Netflix U. So, I think you would like this show. This is a little more different than the regular average show because it's so dark.
Okay.
It stars. I'm so unprepared. I need to bring it up.
Unlike me, who's always prepared every single moment of the show. I mean, I have all my tabs open. I have everything ready to go. Never once have I faltered in that. That means.
Yeah. Sure. All right. So this show stars Penn Badgley. You know Penn Badgley, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is from the show Gossip Girl.
Okay.
And and there's also Shay Mitchell in this show.
Okay, I'm down with her.
Yeah. So, anyways, Shay Mitchell's not the main character.
Damn it.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so You is an American psychological thriller about a guy named Joe Goldberg. He is obsessed with Guinevere Beck. And he goes through really big lengths in stalking her, learning everything about her, and doing things kind of like behind the scenes to get her to what she needs to achieve. Like, he stalked her to a point where he knows what she wants to do and be successful in life, and he's there to basically guide her through and also get her attention to notice him.
Okay.
So it gets darker because he starts killing people.
Yeah, that tends to make things a little bit darker. When when people start dying, that's a dark side.
Yeah, so it's very creepy, this show, but it's such a big thriller to a point where you're at the edge of the seat. You want to know what's going to happen next. I'm going to tell you right now, this show has a lot of sex. But I think towards probably about halfway through, the sex starts to die down, which is a good thing because we actually get to focus on the story and not so much of the hot stuff.
Whoa. Don't be such a prude, Anton, all right? Sex is a part of life. We're adults. It's fine.
It's totally fine.
So how much do we get to see here?
Surprisingly, you don't see any nudity in here. I mean, the
All right, I'm
most
out.
that you probably see
Let's
is
cut it
just.
out. I'm out. I'm glad they cut it out. That's just a distraction then. No.
Yeah. All right, so this show is. I highly recommend watching this one because, dude, that last episode totally gets me. I'm trying so hard to not like ruin anything right now or spoil anything.
Okay. Let's park it here for a second.
Okay.
I will say, and this is going back. I mean, I guess, almost 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I was concerned about doing this podcast with you because you are notorious for spoiling stuff. We even joked about it.
I don't really spoil stuff. I just give hints.
No. That's the thing. Your hints are from the time you're like, I'm not saying they died. I'm just gonna tell you, don't get attached. And definitely, I'm not telling you so and so's the killer, but
I only agree with half of that.
That's only partially true.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
but you've been really good about spoilers ever since the podcast. So
yeah, I'm trying my best. So, anyways, this show, if I had to compare it to some of the other ones that are currently out already, it's a combination of Dexter and True Blood.
Okay.
You've seen Dexter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Dexter's story, True Blood's goriness.
True Blood's hot, lusty sex scenes. Yeah.
Okay, I was all right. I was trying to give True Blood some credit there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's done. So it's a TV show. We don't rate shows, so we'll leave it at that. Mm. We'll leave it as you recommended.
Yeah, just go watch it.
Just watch it, guys.
just watch it.
All right, it's on. Ready into our favorite segment?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into movies.
Movie time.
Check marking? Okay. All right, it's on. For movies, let's go over this past weekend. The Upside taking number 1 with 22.1 million. Aquaman taking number 2 with 289.3 million. Number 3 is The Escape Room with 33.1 million. Number 4, we saw Spiderman in there in its 32nd day with 148.5 million. And number 5, surprisingly, A Dog's Way Home with 11.8 million.
But people already seen the whole movie already.
I know. Maybe these. Oh, gee. Oh, I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure I'm reading this number right. I think the. Let's see here. This is average per theater. That is sad. Average per theater for A Dog's Way Home for yesterday is $196 per theater. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's pretty good, but no. We talked about this movie last episode. I don't get why it's a thing besides kids, and just kids. No.
I think there's no other kids movie out right now besides whatever's left from Christmas and Thanksgiving season, but that's already out of theater already.
Okay, so I left this out of our notes, but I really want a quick recap. So a movie's coming out that I didn't even know was happening. What Men Want, which is a
remake.
I guess remake of what a Woman Wants with Mel Gibson back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. It was a good movie. I like that one.
That was a funny movie, yeah. Didn't it have Helen Hunt?
Mm-hmm.
Or
yes.
Bonnie Hunt? I don't know.
It was Helen Hunt.
It was Helen Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Then we also have the Lego Movie 2, the second part. And then we have Alita Battle Angel. So February is going to be like the kickoff to the 2019 movies. And I'm saying that realizing that Glass came out today or tomorrow.
today.
today.
Tomorrow.
All right. Do you want to speculate on how it's gonna go?
I already know. I already heard stories about it. It's mixed reviews, but it's on the lower score side of like 40 out of 100. So I'm not really expecting too much, but I think the fans who do like the series would enjoy it more than they would. But for people who aren't fans, they're going to be going into the movie going, huh? Yeah.
Well, okay, because to really get excited for this movie, you had to see
Unbreakable and also blanking out on another one. Split, yes.
Yeah. Which Unbreakable, I think, was 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm. It's been a long time.
Right. So either there are movie geeks like us that have seen it and got excited when they saw the little end credit in Split. But I think the majority of the people either are too young to remember that movie or too old to give an F about the trilogy. So I think that's gonna hurt it. So we'll do a little game here. Do you think it's gonna make more or less than Dragon Ball Super Brawly?
What?
It comes out today in theaters.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna make more money than that.
Okay, I'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see here. Going to my notes. Again, I'm so disorganized today. Ghostbusters. I think when the last Ghostbusters was announced, it got mixed. It got a little bit of mixed welcoming.
Yeah.
Some people got excited we did a Ghostbuster movie. Others were like, "Oh, it's like a reimagining with all women."
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're working on a Ghostbusters movie that's a sequel to the original Ghostbusters movies.
So this will be Ghostbusters 3 officially.
Officially, yes.
Yeah, but we don't know the name yet. But no.
But we only know that it's gonna make it's being directed by Jason Reitman.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So we only got one little piece of I guess a teaser of it.
It's very Stranger Things-ish, the way it looks.
Yeah. It's pretty much just a creepy greenish night. You pull into like a broken down barn, and you see the old Ghostbusters mobile, which was a
Hirsch.
Ecto 1.
Yeah, Ecto 1.
Yeah. Hidden under a tarp. So direct sequel, and I'm assuming it's gonna be it's gonna be like the son or daughter of one of the original Ghostbusters, like discovering the Ecto 1.
I think so too, because I heard some speculations that it is going to focus on a group of kids who are going to go on this ghost. I was gonna say ghost hunting, but Ghostbusters adventure.
I mean, it does have like a Ghostbusters like logo to it, like like title logo. Ghost Adventures. That's
Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, so that's gonna be summer 2020. So we still have another year and a half before we get
the
movie.
It's kind of like a little. I think it's kind of a good hype that they do a little teaser like this because we're knowing what we're gonna expect.
I mean, this is the sequel I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It has bugged me that Hollywood is going through a trend of no, we're not rehashing this movie. We're not no. We are reimagining it with all female cast. I'm like, no, you're trying to reimagine it and you're trying to piggyback on the whole trying to be supportive of women.
I think that movie would have been so much better if it wasn't Ghostbuster themed.
Yes, exactly.
It didn't need piggyback on that.
Yeah, and I think that's where it hurt it. I mean, it was a great cast. All those women are hilarious, but what hurt him is the Ghostbusters brand.
Yeah. See Ocean's 8 work.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah. It was actually really good. So.
Okay. So I saw Ocean's 8 with my girlfriend. The only thing that hurt Ocean's 8, in my opinion,
Uh-huh.
was that I saw it right after we saw Crazy Rich Asians. And Aquafina is so much more funny in Crazy Rich Asians
Yeah,
than she is
she
in
killed it.
yeah, both times. But I think it would have been better if I saw Ocean's 8 first and then Crazy Rich Asians.
So give me your quick review on Crazy Rich Asians because we never really spoke about that on your end.
I mean, it's like what? It's my review's gonna be what, 9 months old
Yeah.
at this point. Uh, it was fun. It was definitely not what I expected. I thought it was gonna be more romancy. It's definitely more. I would say like a life journey kind of movie.
Hmm.
Discovering a little bit of like the Devil Wears Prada mixed in with like an old school rom com. It was
Yeah.
it was funny. Definitely the main humor was Aquafina.
Hmm.
The cast was fun, but I think the only thing I got lost in was just the cast was so big.
Oh yeah, dude. The book is even more detailed on every single. Because in this movie they focus on the two love interests a
Yeah.
lot more. In the book, there's so many things happening at the same time.
Hmm.
So, just a little teaser. The next movie is going to take place more in China because the second book is called China Rich Girlfriend. And
Yeah.
when you thought Singaporeans are rich, dude, China's like China rich, like crazy rich, like old money rich. Like
Yeah.
we're talking billions. And when
Uh,
we're in Singapore, we're probably talking about a couple million, maybe a billion. But China's like
it's
couple billion.
so Singapore is more the inflation where they get their money.
Yeah.
um, yeah. No, I'm definitely down to see it. I think I was a little. The visuals were amazing when it came to like the wedding and all that stuff like that. It was it
Yeah,
was it was really
CGI.
nicely
It was
done.
really good CGI.
Yeah, no, exactly. I
Hmm.
questioned if it was CGI or if it was real.
Hmm. So
Um,
who's your favorite character in the movie?
I I don't remember what his name was in the movie,
Uh
but he plays the. I guess he is a gay Filipino on Superstore.
huh. Oh yeah, dude. He is so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny because like he is such a character actor. Like he I don't think he could play anything where I don't see him as that guy.
Yeah.
But regardless of his acting ability, he's still funny.
Yeah. I'm so happy that I got to see the movie before read the book because every time it comes to his scene, I'm like, dude, this guy is like a slap in the face for everybody because he tells it as it is. He's that
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
person.
straightforward.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that guy's.
Yeah. So he's really close with uh what's that girl's name? The one that is kind of like a slut. Keep forgetting her name.
I'm sorry.
The actress, the one that was a really bad actress. Kitty Pong.
I
Kitty Pong. Kitty Pong.
I'm IMDbing right now.
Okay. So yeah,
I don't want to say what popped up on IMDb.
Okay. So her name's Kitty Pong. So she's basically a like low life girl who wants to be like a big stardom, and she wants to be rich. So she's just doing everything she can in the Hollywood China scene to be in movies, so that she can marry
Mhm.
like some high end producer or something, so she can get all the money. So, anyways, that the guy that plays Oliver, he's the one that's going to be building her fortune. He's going to be the one that's going to show her the ropes on how to succeed as a gold digger. So we're going to see a lot of that in the next couple of movies.
Oh, but by the way, um, damn it, I can't tell who's who. I meant like from the little pictures, I can't really tell who's who. Um, I think it was who's the character that married the normal guy, and like they ended up getting divorced in the end because he was cheating.
Oh, the guy that played the character Michael Chu.
But the woman, who was the woman?
Oh, Astrid.
Yeah, Astrid. Uh, yeah, my girlfriend had a big issue with you know, the story ended with her, and this major spoiler, but I mean the movie's been out for a while. Um, ended with like her finally standing up for herself, saying no to that low life guy. Going out, walking out on him, all confident, independent, and within 10 minutes, she already has her eyes on the guy. She goes, "They could have left it at her being so a strong, independent
No,
woman."
no,
It's like,
no, no,
no,
no, no.
they had
She,
hold
see,
on. They said she said they had to leave her with oh, he found another guy. Which I get what she's saying. I understand. I completely agree. Like I thought that was a part of the movie that they could have left out.
okay, let me tell you what. He was supposed to be in half the movie.
Editing.
Yeah, they cut him out. The reason why is because he has a really big impact in the storyline because Harry Shum Jr. plays. Damn it, I'm blanking out on the name too because it's been a while since I read the book.
Racist.
But
I think his name's Chang. I don't know. I think so. Sounds Asian.
oh my god. All right. So, anyways, they had this chemistry a long time ago because he's her ex. They've been together before Michael was around. So
Okay.
they had this really big thing in past where they almost got married, but then her family didn't really like his family because his family didn't have the money. So then he had to marry someone else, and then she had to marry someone else. So later on, dude, the things that he does for her is ridiculously like. It kind of reminds me of like a rom com, just them two together. So I
So
think
it's a B plot.
yeah,
It's like
it's a B plot, but it's a really good plot because the things that he does for her is ridiculously like gutsy.
okay. So what you're saying is if they didn't chop him out a lot, his storyline would have kind of lined up with her, so that last scene would have been them finally connecting. That their lines are finally starting to interweave, and then we get to see them develop.
Okay, so I think it was a good thing that they cut that part out
Good,
because
because I can't stand another character.
yeah, yeah, that's true. But I think in this next movie, their relationship plays a really big role because you can't really. I mean, that would add another half an hour to the movie,
Yeah.
and that's a little too much. And I think it's a good thing. So for people who are big fans of the books already, the little thing at the end was a nod for those people. So it wasn't supposed to be for the people who don't know anything about it and go, "Oh, she's meeting a new guy now." Like, but it's more of a nod for the readers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I definitely missed out something there.
Hmm.
Okay. What were we talking? Oh, we were doing a show. That's what we were doing, Anton. That's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
What? It's a good thing that we talked about it because we didn't really have a chance to talk about it.
No, yeah, you
Yeah.
can't skip it. I mean, you, my brother, and Josiah. Well, I don't know. Did Josiah watch it? We talked about episode 80, but I can't remember if he
Yeah,
watched it
I
or not.
think he did.
I know my brother loved it. I think
Yeah.
that was my brother's like pick of the year, or his favorite movie of the year.
Yeah. Good
Let's
choice.
see here. Next up, we have Young Avengers.
Hmm.
Where my notes at? Where my notes at? There we go. So it looks like Marvel is rumored to be working on a Young Avengers movie. Sorry, this is not the page I wanted.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, right now it's all rumor. We really don't know much about what's going on. We do know Marvel is setting up some other movies. but this is a really strong insider rumor that they are going to be working on a Young Avengers movie after Endgame is announced, or after Endgame is out in theaters.
So we're looking at characters like Spider-Man, of course, maybe Squirrel Girl.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about Squirrel. I think they kind of introduce her. But there's gonna be the Patriot, who's gonna be a character. I think he similar to Captain America, similar formula. You might have Iron Lad, who's like a young Iron Man.
So is this a
Vision.
separate movie, or is it even part of the MCU?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what they're gonna do with this because I feel to do all these characters, you kind of have to introduce them.
Mm-hmm.
However, since they're younger, I wonder if they're going to try to do like an X-Men First Class.
I would like to see this movie if it was in the form of what they did for Spider-Verse.
Oh, kind of mix the animated.
Yeah, I would like to see this type of film in that format.
Yeah, but I'm talking about I think the name I'm seeing is more notably Hawkeye's kid, Kate Bishop, not Clinton or Clint.
Mm-hmm.
And
maybe
then,
some of the X-Men characters, the younger ones.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I mean, I guess they do own the Fox characters now.
Mm-hmm.
The other name that you might recognize is Casey Lang, Ant-Man's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So they might kind of infuse some of the kids in the MCU now as some of the starting points for these. But I mean, Young Avengers has been a thing for a while, so I mean, this would be a great marketing opportunity for Marvel to bring in the new young generation. Because I mean, 10 years, those teen. I mean, we saw Captain America. Jeez, like I was like what 22.
Mm-hmm.
No, we were younger.
Yeah.
I think we were like I was 20.
Yeah, because we went to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
2009.
2011.
2011.
Mm-hmm. So I think 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They saw Captain. No, because Iron Man was first, right? Then Captain America.
No. Hulk.
Oh, Hulk. Okay. Well, okay, fine. In the chronological order, Iron Man came before Captain America. Not saying they were the first. Not saying that Iron Man was the first one ever.
Thor came out first. After
Thor, Hulk.
No, hold on. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to finish my sentence. Thor came out first before Captain America did.
I want to question you. I want to question that, but I'm not sure. Damn it! Anyways, but yeah, I mean that's back in the day when Marvel spread out one movie per year, or maybe one movie every 2 years. Wow, we were very patient back then.
Yeah, very, very patient. But they wanted to see if Iron Man worked, and it worked really well.
Speaking of multiple Marvel movies in 1 year, I mentioned Endgame. We also have Spider-Man Far From Home coming out this year. And they released the official trailer, teaser trailer, coming out late last week? Early this week?
Yep.
So we get a little better preview of what we're going to be expecting. There are a lot of rumors going around. I think there's another since the teaser's going to be a lot of misdirection. Some people are thinking that's Jake Gyllenhaal's character is going to be a good character, but I'm like, if you know that character, you know he isn't a good guy.
Yeah, Mysterio is not a good guy.
No. I mean, he's a master of misdirection.
Yep.
Can't trust that guy.
Yeah, and people are already speculating that all of those elemental characters that are the villains are controlled by him. So
well, likely. He's trying to create himself. Try to make himself look like a hero when he's actually a villain. But yeah, no, we see that Nick Fury is a heavy influence in this movie iteration.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of curious to see how he plays into it. He kind of has the same vibe that he had in Iron Man,
Mm-hmm.
the second Iron Man, I guess,
Yeah.
when Nick was trying to like heavily recruit him into the Avengers initiative.
Yeah. So,
Um,
so do you think something happened to Iron Man, and this is why Nick Fury wants Spider-Man to take the lead on this one?
that's I'm curious because I think we're going to lose a lot of characters in Endgame that makes him want to start recruiting again to cover ourselves again. Because Fury has always been the one to champion having an assembled group of heroes to defend ourselves from um, threats from out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
So if we are down a couple heroes, maybe some of our heroes are no longer with us, he kind of goes, crap, I have to start over again. Better start recruiting again. You know what? Spider-Man's been helping out a lot. Let's see if he wants to join full time.
Yeah, and it seems like it's Happy is still there, and he doesn't look so sad. So maybe
Yeah,
he is still alive.
but I mean, so was it Iron Man 3 where Iron Man had some sort of level of PTSD?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe after seeing his friends turn to ash, and then fight that battle he's been fearing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's just not up for it anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you see Happy's hitting on Peter Parker's dad. Mom.
Oh, okay. So calling back to one of the first topics we talked about this episode, the 10-year challenge. One of my favorite ones I saw was, I think, posted by Marvel. Was how was it? It showed a picture of the I'm blanking on his name. The original, not the original Spider, but the Spider-Man from the early 2000s.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. I was thinking Elijah Wood. Tobey Maguire. The Aunt May from that movie, and then it shows 10 years later, and it shows Marissa Tomei.
That's funny.
And they're like, oh, 10 years has been really good to Aunt May. Little teaser. Again, Marvel is really good with the whole misdirection. So I'm just enjoying it. I'm glad to see what the character's still in there and having fun. All right, Anton. You waited long enough. You can talk about your Wick now.
Okay, so John Wick Chapter 3. I am so excited about this because I want to know if our guy, Keanu, aka John Wick, is going to survive this worldwide hunt.
Well,
Okay, so I want to know, why are you so hesitant of talking about this movie?
no, I'm not hesitant. I just never jumped on board the John Wick train, mainly because Keanu. I never got into it. And I know Josiah's is probably yelling at his phone right now. Josiah's from the Comic Syndicate.
You've never even seen the first movie.
No.
See, that's the thing that I was so skeptical about when I first got into this movie, because there are so many Keanu movies where it was really bad. I haven't seen anything as good as Point Break, Speed. What was it?
Matrix.
Matrix.
Like, probably the most notable one out of all of
Yeah. So it's really hard to really find something where those three franchises are so good, for Keanu. So going into this movie, I was just expecting, oh, okay, it's probably a decent action movie. But dude, it is way beyond that. It reminded me of the old Keanu in all of those movies. And this is the reason why we like Keanu so much. And this franchise is really blooming because the story is actually really good. It's all connected. It takes place right after each movie. So if you put all of the movies together, and watch them all at once. I mean, not all at once, but like, one straight run through. It's a freaking long ass movie, but it is an awesome long ass movie.
So it's like the Karate Kid sequels. Like they picked up right where the first one left off, or right with it.
Yeah, but the thing that sucks about those is all the characters will throw you off because you're like, wait, they kind of got a little older, or they skipped a couple months. No, this one takes place like right after. So every single scene is like right after, right after, right after. And I think the reason why this movie is so good is because they have dogs in them. And
okay, that I do know. And I think that's one reason that kind of validated my reason for not watching it.
Yeah, and that kind of rings a bell and kind of gives me an understanding why people have been watching this stupid dog movie that is in the movie theater right now.
Oh my god! No, do not try to give that dog movie that much credit.
So I don't know, but anyways, that's the whole plot of the whole entire movie. Is somebody messed with his dog?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't agree. You never mess with man's dog.
Yeah.
You will pay for it.
So, okay, so you've seen The Equalizer, right? With Denzel?
No. There's another one. I was going to see
Watch the first one. Don't watch the second one.
Okay, I was going to watch the second one. But that's when MoviePass started having some issues with their movie
Watch
selection.
the first one. You don't have to watch the second one. Because I thought it was going to give me the John Wick thing too, but then it totally went off the rails. So I recommend only watching the first one.
Okay. All right. So, why excited for John Wick 3? Did we get a trailer? What's going on?
Yeah, we got a trailer.
Okay.
And I'm so excited because you get to see what's going to happen next, and you already know what's coming. And yeah, they're hunting for him.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, I'm assuming I know. This is based on a graphic novel, isn't it? Or is it completely separate?
I think it's separate.
And I'm pretty sure Josiah's yelling at his phone right now again.
You got me curious. So I'm looking it up.
No, that's fine. So let's see here. We're recording. Okay, so I guess we can announce it now since Josiah's kind of announced it on his end. But we are going to be part of his 250th episode. I have no idea how and what capacity, what he's planning. But check out the Comic Syndicate on iTunes. Right now, he is putting up another podcast under the same name, or under that stream, called Deep Dives and Rabbit Holes. Both good podcasts. Deep Dives and Rabbit Holes includes my brother RG. Check out both of those podcasts. Well, I guess check out that one podcast, and you get two podcasts for one subscription. For now.
I think that's really cool that we're actually doing a crossover again.
Yeah. Keeping true to my resolution for the show about socializing more with other podcasts.
Yeah. Hey,
we can't be so antisocial anymore, Anton.
I do have this question. Did you ever see that movie Atomic Blonde with Charlize Theron?
No, I wanted to because she looks so badass in it. And I think she, I saw the behind the scenes of how much she trained for that.
Yeah, because that is a potential crossover movie with John Wick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. Yep.
All right. I mean, in that case, I am a fan of Charlize Theron. So maybe. Yeah. I still see Keanu as a douchey dude. So.
He is not a douchey dude. He is the nicest person. Have you seen his
the image?
Have you seen his Reddit thread?
He has a wait. Does he have a subreddit, or does he have what thread are you talking about? Like,
it's a subreddit, and it's all about how humble he is.
The irony of that.
So so when you go on it, all you see is him, going out and about, and people asking him for a picture, and he always says yes. He never says no, and he, really nice guy. I don't see what's wrong with Keanu.
What's the term? Humble bragging.
Yeah, there's even a whole thing about sad Keanu.
All right, I'm gonna have to cut this short. So, Anton,
hey, they even referenced him in that movie with Key and Peele.
If people want to help us humble brag,
the cat was named Keanu.
Oh God, and it tanked, and the movie tanked.
Yeah.
All right. Let me try this again. If people want to humble us with their support, so we don't have to brag about ourselves. That makes sense. How can we do that, Anton?
They can do that by going to our website at www.the2oc.com and maybe buy some stickers or T-shirts. And if we talked about something on the show that might interest our listeners, they can click anywhere on our site that has a banner, and it'll take them to Amazon, and it gives us a little kickback as long as they buy something.
Yep. And you can also follow us on social media at the2OC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. A good place to see, news stories that maybe we caught our attention, but we didn't necessarily talk about, or just so funny memes we posted up. Keep track about what we're doing when we're about to live stream. You can also send us an email to mail@the2oc.com. Don't forget to give us a 5-star, thumbs up, whatever the rating system is on the podcast listening app you're listening to us on. And, so recommend us to a friend. If we have a friend that's into movies, TV, just wants to hear two guys geek out, these guys right here. Cool. All right, Anton. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. For the 2OC, I'm Mount Flores.
And I'm Anton Dwell.
Have a good one, guys.
And we go.